All right, time to go live. Let's see here. Gonna wait for some people to get on. Going live. All right, we got some new people on. What's going on, Andrew? All right. So, let's go ahead and get started. All right, we got some people live in Hawaii. I need to go visit, I guess. Just kidding. All right, everyone, welcome to live. As you know, I'm Shane Arcadia. If not, now you know I'm Shane Arcadia. And my goal has been each week on Sundays to go live to you guys and talk about important topics that I feel come from my heart and I feel that need to be touched on, and so that we can, help to relate to yourself and many others. And our topic today, as I've said, is going to be making a plan for change. So the question you ask yourself, I need to change my life. It is not where I want it to be. I just don't know. I don't know what to do. And you ask yourself, okay, so what do I need to do? Well, it is a little different than that. It can be simple and it can be very difficult, depending on how inside your head you get. Or if you feel like you don't know what type of change to make, you just want something different to happen. So we're going to talk about 4 questions that comes along with making a plan for change. You got your 4, which is why, how, what, and when. So we'll start with why. So we have to ask ourselves, why do we need to make a change? Why is it important for us to make a change? Why do we feel in our life at this time, at this very moment, we need to make a change? And oftentimes, that relates to your why about what you're passionate about. There you go. Andrew wants to be a teacher. Fabulous. But why? Why is it important to me? Why do I feel my life is not where I want to be? And the problem we face is that we get our life to a point where it's so low, or we've made mistakes, or we've dug ourselves into a hole that we can't get out, or feel we can't get out, and we feel the time the change needs to happen. But going back into it, our why has to evolve around our purpose. That if something inside of you, something tells you one day you wake up and you say, man, I need to make a change in my life, you have to start to identify that why, that purpose for who you are. For me, Andrew says, why buy my time back and spend more time with my kids? That's great. A purpose can be a result. It can be result driven to some type of life we are idealizing, or some type of life that we want, and that's our why. For me, my why, when I decided to make a change myself, was I wanted to change the world. I wanted to reach out to millions, inspire the world, get my name out there, motivate and help others to get over this life that we're dealing with right now during COVID, during this 2020, during all these events, people losing their jobs, people unhappy, people losing loved ones, or people just feel that life is not fair to them. And that's why I'm in the position I am and taking that initiative to move forward. So when you realize that you want to make the change, make change, then you have to start developing that plan. And before you can develop that plan, there's the why. Once you figure out the why, you can identify your purpose. It takes time. It may not happen immediately, but once you figure out your why, then you can create the plan around that. So if I want to inspire the world and motivate others, that's my why, then I got to design my plan on how I can get myself from where I'm at to my end result, because your plan is going to be the result of goals. Your goals should come from your why. So this goes into the next one. How? How am I going to do it? You're not going to make a plan for change if you're just going to sit there and think about how I want to make a change. It doesn't work like that. You have to have that desire. If you truly want a change, you truly want to make a plan, then you're going to come up with the how. And the how needs to be established over time, and you need to come up with ideas to help concrete that how. The how is something that you are going to put in effect. This is how I'm going to do it. You're not going to put, well, this is how I'm going to make a change. This is how I'm going to make my plan to change. Or this is how I'm going to change. I'm going to doing it by selling ice cream to the world. Great. Okay? But if you put the how down, be willing to commit. Be willing to commit to that how. Be willing to commit to that how. If you put how you're going to do it, you know why. You put how you're going to do it, then commit to it. Do not wait for tomorrow. Start right away. When I wanted to make a change, when I knew my why, I went on, for example, went on Facebook and created a whole new profile, a whole new page, and focus on what my purpose was. Focus on why I'm doing this. Then I started coming up with other steps to this plan on how I was going to accomplish it. Doing podcasts, doing videos, doing daily content, putting that message out there. One of the best resources we can do for a how is social media. Part of the change is your future, your career, your passion, your why. You're not going to want to make a change unless it impacts your livelihood. You're not going to want to make a change unless you know that there is possibly a problem you can solve, or possibly you do not like the choices you're making. And the choices you're making you should be willing to want to impact others' lives. A lot of times too, we want to make a change because we are making choices that are only affecting us in a negative aspect. We want more positivity into our life. So now that you know why, now that you know how, you want to know what it is you're going to do. Okay? What is going to make the change? Okay? So once again, we'll take me as an example that I wanted to inspire millions. I wanted to change the world. Here's how I was going to do it. I'm going to put daily content out there. I'm going to put my voice out there, put myself out there, expose myself. I don't care how many people watch you right away. I don't care how long it takes to process. I'm committed to it. The process takes a while. You have to be patient. You cannot expect overnight success or overnight results. And you have to be willing to face the negativity as well, because people are not going to believe in you. People are not going to support or accept. That's fine. They're gonna try to ruin it on your parade and tell you that they don't want you to do that, or they think it's stupid, or you're not gonna be successful. When I created my why, I knew without a doubt that I was gonna stick to it no matter what anyone said. I knew that it was going to fulfill my life, make my life purposeful. I knew what my vision was. That is what our why is. Going back to the what, though, what are you going to do to get your voice out there? So what was I going to do? I was going to start connecting with more people. One way that I started doing this was meeting with my contacts and offering some services to help build up my reputation. You're going to have to make sacrifices. What do you have to do to make it happen? And part of that what is sacrificing. You might have to sacrifice hours initially, but in the long run, if you sacrifice now, you'll be rewarded and benefit later. Now, you'll only be rewarded and benefit if you continue executing that what. If you continue putting into that what, or coming up with more of what. This why, how, and what This comes from a person I know called Simon Sinek. He's a very famous professional speaker, and he talks about when we are anything we do in life, whether it's sales, for example, or our purpose, we need to understand why we're doing it first, then how we're going to do it, and with what. He painted a great picture with Apple. I love talking about the story. He talked about how Apple doesn't start with what or how. They always start with why. Apple's idea was to make technology more appealing, to make people fall in love with the products. They weren't about trying to revolutionize or invent new things with technology or computers. They wanted to be different. They wanted everyone to love electronics. They wanted everyone to fall in love with their products. They wanted a certain style and appeal. They wanted to revolutionize their technology with what was around us. How they did it was through creating certain designs and sending a message, making a statement. And if you've ever seen Steve Jobs, videos of him, or watching the movies on him, he was committed to a certain vision on how he wanted it done. He didn't want to cut any corners. He wanted to establish a certain feel, a certain presence, a certain look. He didn't want to go any other way around it. And what he did it with the products. The iPhone, the iPad, the Apple Watch, the MacBook, all this stuff. And, talking about Steve Jobs is another example is that, he had to start from nothing to work his way up. Apple, I think, is worth $1 trillion. If you see, they're such a successful company that Steve Jobs is what really started it all. So don't think that you as a person are not enough, or that your vision or purpose is not enough, that you don't deserve a plan for change, because you do. So make that plan for a change. Start making a plan for a change. Do not be afraid to do that. Do not accept life where it is. If you're not happy, change it. Make a plan for a change so you can't be happy. Which leads me to, so after you figure out the what you're going to do for your plan, what you're going to do to make that change, I have ideas, I have visions. What I want to do is make a book. I want to create a seminar. I want to create classes. I want to create special services, special groups to reach out to people. And what I'm also going to do is offer services to coach all different aspects of people's life. I believe, based on my experience, based on my knowledge, based on how I connect with people, I feel I can make that impact with my plan to change. So once you figure out why I want to change the world by inspiring people, how I'm going to do it, I'm going to get myself out there. I'm going to take my beliefs and my energy and my positivity, and I want to infuse the world with it. I want to put so much positivity out there to drown out the negativity. And what I'm going to do is create services, create content, so I can reach out to people and win. The win should be the easiest part. The win should be now. You have to ask yourself, when? When do I want to do this? You should want to do it now. Don't wait. Say, well, when? I'll do it a year from now. You say that I want to make a plan for change, but you will never make a plan for change if you put it off for later. It needs to be now. You need to stop lying to yourself. I had a conversation with a client today. I talked about a lot of times when we reveal honesty, it's painful, but we reveal the truth to what needs to happen. We reveal to what we need to eliminate or pull the Band-Aid. And I came up with an interesting saying: if there's not potential in it, then why give it potential? If there's not potential in it, then why give it potential? If you do not see an opportunity for yourself, if your life is not where it is, if you feel like it's going nowhere, then stop giving that life, that mindset potential, and create a new mindset and create a new plan. Guys, okay? Stop putting it off. Stop saying I'm going to do it later. Or I need to change. Stop saying I need to and start doing it. Stop thinking about it. Stop writing it down. Do it. The biggest thing too with a lot of these questions that I presented, what, why, how, you have to get yourself out there. You have to expose yourself. You have to take your weaknesses and make them strengths. You have to get uncomfortable. You have to do things that you normally will not do to make it happen. Yes, it's going to be tough. It's going to take time. But if you start it now, you will not have regrets, or you will be happy in the life that you're living. Obviously, if you want to make a plan for change, then you have to start making that plan and going through it. Guys, coming from someone, myself, who's had to reinvent himself several times so I can come up with new experiences, trust me, I say this, if the hardest part of us all, figuring out the why and the how is difficult, but you should still do it. But the hardest part is going through with it and not caring about what other people think. You obviously want to communicate with your partner and let them know what your focus, your goal is, because you want their support. You don't want a toxic environment. You don't want a negative environment. You want their support. But you have to just do this. Steve Harvey once said, he had a whole speech, and he talked about just jump. Just do it. Nike says even best too. Just do it. I would not have created the business I did, Tap Fitness, or I got my master's, or now that I'm doing this, if I wasn't willing to commit. If I would have said, well, I want to start a fitness company. I want to change how fitness is done. But I never did anything with it. I would have had regrets, or I would have never known what was going to happen, what was going to come next. Part of the problem with why we do not commit to a change or we develop a plan, some people don't even start the plan. They just know their life needs to change. They think, well, I'm miserable with what I'm doing, but they don't do anything about it. They just go through it. And some of those people end up working the next 40 years of their life doing a job that they hate, working 9 to 5, and not, and just retiring and having regrets. It's just one thing I want to teach you, if you remember from who I am, and, one day when I leave this world, I want you to learn this. I want you to have no regrets. Live in the moment every day that you have. Take on the opportunity that you have. To kind of support my point with this is the founder and creator Spanx. She talked about how she visualizes as if tomorrow doesn't come. That her mortality is just around the corner. Now, I don't want you thinking that you're going to die tomorrow, but you need to look at it, what if I did not have tomorrow? What if I wasn't given another chance? And you have to follow through with that. Guys, stop making excuses. Stop asking what if. Start making commitments. Start asking how. How can I change? Why do I need to change? What can I do to change? Because change is not going to happen on its own. Change is going to happen from your part and your desire. Above all this stuff, in order to make a plan for change, you have to have desire. You have to have desire. It's not going to come. So right now, if you're watching, or if you come back, or if you happen to watch this at some point later on, ask yourself, evaluate your life. And if you're unhappy, why are you unhappy? and, why? Why? Where's my passion, Ask yourself why in life so you can find that passion, find that purpose. And once you find that purpose, then the plan for change will start to establish, start going online. So let's review. Okay? Why do I need to make a plan for a change? How am I going to do this? What do I need to do? And when? So when does it need to happen? And like I said, the when's the easiest part. It needs to happen today. So if you're tired of your life, you're tired of making excuses, you're not happy of the mistakes you've made, change it. Make a plan starting today. Figure out your why in life. You guys all have value, all purpose in life. And every single one of you can make a difference. We all can make a difference. I love every single one of you. I have joy in my heart for everyone I come across. And I'm very blessed for every person I come across because it's a new opportunity to be a part of someone else's life. And I hope that one day people look back and remember who I am and that I made an impact. And that I truly hope I can reach millions of people. And do me one last solid, everyone. Share these videos that you come across. Share my content. Like my page. Let people know I'm out there. Let people know I'm on a mission to change your world. Because you and other people around you in this world deserve the best life possible. And you deserve to be inspired. You deserve positivity. And last thing, we need to come together. We need to bring as much positivity in this world. And not just to make a plan for change for ourselves. It should be to affect everyone around you so we can overcome this COVID. The year 2020, in my eyes, has not ended. And it's not going to end anytime soon. And that life is just beginning. Every day, life has a new beginning. Every day. Don't let COVID stop you. Don't let COVID get in the way. Overcome it. Come up with a solution. And if your plan for a change happens to involve a business, look at what problems need to be solved. Guys, in spite of what's going on today in the world too, of all these events, that I don't really talk much on, we have to show love and kindness to one another. Go say hi to your neighbor. Get to know other people. Meet someone new every day. I inspire or aspire to meet someone new every day. And I want to do better about making a bigger impact and getting to know people. I want people to know who I am and know my intention in this world, because we all need to work together and to make an impact and make a change for the better. Guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you just jumped on or missed it, it will be on my Facebook page, Shane Arcadia. That's my business page. I'm also going to put it up on YouTube in a link. Also, last thing, make sure you check out my podcast and my blogs on a weekly basis. And stay tuned for more. You guys are amazing. I appreciate every single one of you. And I will see you guys next week. Every Sunday at 6 p.m. Check me out. I'm going live. And stay tuned for the next topic, because it may be that one topic that helps to improve your life or make you a better version of yourself. All right, guys. Have a wonderful weekend. And here's to a new week. See you guys later.